Welcome back, everybody, to this ugly, slushy afternoon. We are still waiting for crop prices to, not crop prices, cattle prices to lower so that we can buy the rest of our herd. In the meantime, the dealer actually called and said that, well, he's got this class 700 combine that he wants to have us test out. He's trying to get the Massey Ferguson line started out here, and so basically there is an abundance of these combines around, and several farmers are trading them in, and he's actually giving us a discount on the class because, well, there's a lot of them to go around, and they can't seem to get rid of them because everybody's buying these Massey combines. So I'm not really sure why he wants to buy ours, but it looks like he's willing to give us a pretty good deal on this this combine. It's a much bigger combine with a bigger head, and it will really help us be able to get through all these fields that we are going to have to get through in the fall. However, it's based on the deal, it's got more run hours than our current combine, a lot more run hours actually. And since ours is basically new, it's going to be roughly an even trade. So I'm going down to the dealer right now to test that out, and we're going to give that a whirl. Obviously we can't test it on a field right now, but we can start it up, see how it looks, and okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Yeah, this slushy mess is gonna... Oh, this is just a nightmare. It has just started raining. It was snowing all morning. Let's shift to inside the cab here. Looks like nobody is out. Everybody is inside. They don't want to deal with this slushy mess. But we have got to, if we want to test out this brand new... Well, not brand new, but it's gently used class combine. So it is that's the fictional story will end. Basically, I wanted to try this out. Looks like the first or second harvester on the more realistic databank that has gotten converted for actual crop harvesting. There's been a few others. There's actually the Dominator, but that one's smaller than the harvester we currently have. And so I wanted to test out this harvester just because I think it'd fit our farm a little bit more. We already have a class tractor. We have we don't have any other Massey Fergusons. Not that Massey Fergusons are not in the area, but I think it'd be fun to kind of have a little theme farm where we are devoted to the class brand and then the Fent brand when we don't have class. So I think that would be actually quite a bit of fun if we get this class combine. Wow, nobody is out. Everybody is just inside, shying away from this nasty weather, and I cannot blame them. This is ugly. Ugly, slushy slush. It's everybody, the people who don't live in cold climates. Well, of course, I don't anymore in Texas, but I used to. And it's like, oh, I love the snow. I love winter. It's like, yeah, well, this is the worst part of winter where you have to deal with the slush and the salty and the melted snow. And okay, here we go. Let's hop on in here. We'll park away from the combine just to give us plenty of room to move around. And here we go. We'll leave Landy right there. And let's go give this guy a name well, not yet. Don't want to count our chickens before the edge hatch. So it looks like this one has the slightly wider wheels. It looks like everything else is pretty stock on it. A standard auger. We might want to look at upgrading that auger if it does not reach the end of that head, just to make it a little bit easier. So let's give this a whirl. Here we go. Let's start it up. So yeah, this, as I was saying, this is one of the mods that... Come on, wheel. Come on. I did test this out, and the wheel worked just fine every time before. I'm not sure what the problem is now. Well, that's weird. Oh, I bet you I had Courseplay activated. That's probably it. Yep. Okay, so we are going to... Yeah, okay, so where's the wipers? One of these was the wiper. I think this is the wiper. If we look in our F1 menu, yeah, there we go. We got the wiper on, And this is a cabin light. We don't need that. Whoops. Alt. Let's see. So we got some. You can open up the sides, open up another side, open up an engine and a cooler, and open up the side window. We certainly don't want to do that now. Let's get going here. Let's see what this combine has to offer. We definitely don't want to back into the fence. Then it would basically be a keep it situation. So that could be kind of bad. You know, I don't know how they got the header off of the combine. That is not the best angle. Oh boy, this could be a little bit ugly here. They came out and they magically moved the head over so that we could attach to it. And let's get up there. Attach the head. So it's got 42 operating hours on it. It looks like the hectare counter has been reset. But that's why we got it for such a good price. Let's actually look in here under the maintenance just to see vehicle overview, just to see how it compares. So if we have this, it is $219 annually. Our current combine, where's the Massey Ferguson, $168. So not too much of a difference there in maintenance. Of course, it is a bigger head, and yeah, the head is $36 per year. The Massey head is where is that? What type of a head is that? That's a free flow? That's right, 30. So it looks like the head is roughly the same, and I think that would actually greatly increase our productivity because this was only 7.6 meters. This is a 10-meter head, and this combine does have quite a bit more horsepower. So let's hear how it sounds in the rain. Okay, well, yeah, okay. We need to unfold it first. Let's get a look at this combine unfolding. This is really more of a mod review with a fictional story to it. But I wanted to see how this works, and you know what? If we like it, we might add it to our farm because the fictional story, okay, it's somewhat plausible. It probably wouldn't really happen in real life. But anyway, let's get back inside. Well, looks like we need to attach the PTO first. Okay, here we go. We got the PTO attached, and let's start it up. Of course, it's telling us not to thresh. So it sounds like the noise. Let's do that again. It sounded like the transition wasn't perfectly smooth there. Yeah, there's just a little rough patch there when it spools up all the way. It's not quite perfect, but you know, I think that'd be fine. I think we should do this. What do you guys think? This one I don't think we'll take a poll on. I think we'll just do it. I think we'll do it. All right. And when we trade back in the Massey, that should give us the rest of our money back. And like I said, the dealer said it'd be a pretty even fair trade. So I think this will be great. All right. For now, we have to buy a header trailer. So let's look at header trailers. And of course, this is a larger head, so we're going to have a problem fitting this in the shed. Oh, one thing we wanted to look at first is, since this is the XL, not that, nope, not that button. Here we go. We want to take out the pipe and see if we needed to upgrade the pipe. It looks like that is enough of a distance. We don't need to upgrade that. We'll just have to be a little bit careful when we come up next to the combine, but that is well within the width without hitting the head, pulling up alongside next to the combine. So that's fine. And let's look back at header trailers. This is we want the 10. There we go. All right, so we need to pick a color for class, which is what, like one of these? I don't. One of these, maybe? It's kind of more of a lime green. That looks more like Fendt, but this looks more like, that's not it either. Is it one of these? No, nope, that's like, nope. There's not really this color. Why couldn't I see that? Okay, and red wheels. There we go. I think that's great. 40 kilometers an hour. Oh yeah, we want to be able to go road wheels on there. So All right, and let's see if Landy can pull this trailer around and set the head on with the combine. Okay, here we go. Let's get this going. And which way did they... Okay, so actually I should have gone around the other way, but this way will work, I hope. Hopefully Landy does not have a problem pulling this trailer. Most of the weight, I think it should be fine because most of the weight should be back on the wheels back there. It's just Landy has to, you know, there'll be a little bit of weight on him, but I think he should be fine. He did have a little bit of problems pulling. Whoops, we need to go the other way. Okay, let's try to, let's see how we're gonna do this. I think if there's more room to turn around over here, let's do a big S-curve over here. There we go. We're gonna get this, guys. Okay. There we go. And should have probably brought my brother down here with us so that way we could both take this home together. But actually, you know what? He can bring down the Octavia and then we will be able to drive back home together. I think that's a pretty good plan. In reality, he would probably come down with me because I would not be making this decision by myself. But I think that we got ourselves a new combine. This was kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision, but I think it's a good one. As we expand our arable operations, you know, this didn't really cost that much more money. I think that it's a pretty good deal. The cows are actually, you guys haven't seen it because you've missed the overnight cycle. I typically sleep during the night, but the cows are actually basically paying for most of the expenses on the farm. So we're not actually bleeding as much money as we used to be without cows. And of course, as we get more cows, that'll even increase even more. So that'll be really nice. So let's drop this header. Whoops. Okay. In real life, that's what you would do, but it looks like the, yeah, you don't do that in this game, so you just drop it. Okay, here we go. Now let's get out of here. And we will leave this a little bit off to the side and turn it off. Okay, we will drive that home later. For now, all right, let's get this trailer lined up while we are awaiting my brother to make it down here. Just got off the phone with him. He had to grab grab his boots, but he'll be on his way, and then we will be on our way. So I think this will be a fun little thing to do. While we are waiting, we should actually get ready for an end of the year review. We could probably do that next episode, or let's see, I don't know when. Should I just try to park this on the road? Let's try to actually go out on the road and maybe just pull off somewhere so that way we can get ready to go. I'm not sure really where. Let's see. Can we pull off over here? Yeah, up here. Here we go. This would be a nice little... We can just pull off in the parking lot. Look at this. There is nobody even using the train station. So we'll just pull off right here. And we will await my brother. Okay, I think that is a pretty good plan. So we will just get out there and maybe... Let's see. Maybe we could, while we're waiting for him, let's run around the corner, actually, and hop in the free pub, and maybe we have time for a pint while he's driving down here. So let's see if that works. Yep, still no trains running. Here we go. And here I think we can hit the back entrance here to the, what's this, the Red Lion Free House, the free pub. Okay, let's hop on in here. All right, my brother should be just about getting pretty close. Look at that. Car snowed in. He's been there a while. He's been inside that pub for a long, long while. Let's hop on in here. So as we are waiting on here, pay and okay. So that is, good thing we didn't choose to park there. All right, nope, we didn't wait there. Okay. And, oops, went right through the phone booth. All right, here we go. Let's head on back into what is, oh yeah, that's right, the biogas. You know, that's something that I actually forgot all about. Oh, there he is right there. While we are waiting on him to come, I was thinking about fields for the spring. If we have extra cash, instead of buying cows, I think in the summer we'll look to buy cows with their extra cash, but in the spring, if we have extra cash, I think we will. Oh, that's right. He goes the long way around to the store. It is just a little bit safer than making this turn. So anyway, I was thinking if we buy fields 18 and 19, that would give us easement access through those fields. We could cut a hole through the hedges, similar to like we did in 31, 32, 33. And then we could get to 11 and 12 and start expanding that direction. Or since we are already expanded pretty far to the south, we could look to purchase some of those fields down there, like 49, since that one's really close to where we're at. It is a really long trek up home, but you know, when you harvest basically one after the other, it's not that bad. So I was thinking that we could do that, and then maybe, you know, 41, 42, something like that. So, you know, those fields over there we could buy as well. But I don't know. That's going to be a decision point. That's something that we could always do as a pull. Let's hop in here. I'll show my brother where we go to sell this. Okay, here we go, brother. So just come on in here like this. Just go on over and park it right next to the shed there. That's where they said they wanted it. And sad to see Bessie go, but I think this is this is an opportunity that, you know, that combine is big enough. We could feasibly, I mean, you can always get bigger, right? But that combine is feasibly big enough that would support our entire West Coast operation here and never have to buy another combine. I think it's that big. I mean, really, realistically, if you were doing things in real life, this combine's more than big enough. But, you know, it's fun to change things up every now and then. Oh, bye-bye, Bessie. I'm sorry. Oh, I hope that header is in far enough. Let's hope the edge just caught, and it did. Okay, and so we are back to basically where we started. Let's hop in the combine here, and yeah, I think this will be great. This will be a great addition. If we, let's see, is there anything else we want while we are at the store here? Not that we could really take anything. Does this even have a rear attacher? It looks like it does. But anyway, we are going to have the escort vehicle. And we'll probably just, yeah, so my brother will probably just take this home. He's in the passenger seat alongside me, and then I will take this. Okay. Here we go. Let's go right there. And actually, my brother should probably drive the escort vehicle, shouldn't he? Yeah, and we should get our, there we go. Let's get some beacons going. We got our windshield wipers, and I think that we are... Whoops. Doing pretty good here. We just gotta wait for the escort vehicle to pull out in front of us. Actually, yeah, I think I'll just have my brother drive the escort home. And that way I can, you know, I want to drive this thing. Alright, here we go. Back to the farm. We got our escort vehicle going in front of us. Gonna take this wide turn here. Make sure there's no cars. And let's be on our way. You know, when there's, I don't know how it is in the UK, but when there's no cars, you know, tractors and combines are, you know, able to use the entire road. And then cars are obviously, they have a legal entitlement to half the road. So if you do have traffic, then you are forced to get over. But if there is no traffic, you are more than within your right to take up the entire road. As long as you let cars pass you, you know, like when there's cars behind you and stuff like that. But it just makes for a little bit safer driving. So there's nothing wrong driving in the very middle of the road, at least in the U.S. I assume it's the same in the U.K. Correct me if I am wrong, but I just didn't want you to think I am driving down the middle of the road without cause. Our escort vehicle has ran off on us a little bit. We gotta try to catch up to it. There we go. It is a little bit harder with us having to get over out of the way of vehicles. He doesn't have to do that, so he's got the benefit of that. But here we go. Let's see how he might actually be struggling up this hill. I don't know. Let's see. Man, still can't even see him. You know what would help is our headlights. Let's turn on our full lights here, just to make sure people see us. And it's a blind corner. We'll get over to the edge here. And yeah, we are. Oh, there's our escort vehicle. Looks like we're catching up to him a little bit. Should slow down here. Actually, did we ever close the... No, we did not. Let's fold things in there. That'll make it a lot easier there. It's kind of hard to see with that display on the right side. All right, we're going to have to figure out a new place to put the header trailer because it will no longer fit inside that same shed. It'll stick out way too much. And so I'm thinking if we back it in kind of where we store Frederick and Fritz over on the side, I think we can get creative and back it in there. We had the other one in there once, so I think we should be able to do that with this trailer. I hope so, at least. All right, here we go. People are probably wondering what the heck is a combine driving through the roads in the winter. We actually have the option if it ever gets muddy and we have, I don't know, $30,000. It's probably wouldn't ever be worth it, but we could upgrade these wheels to the tracked version. It really helps give you a lot better traction and avoid ruts. You know, the weight distribution is probably roughly the same, maybe a little bit better on the track version since it's spread out a little bit more, but mainly the issue there is you get more traction, so you avoid cutting deep ruts into the field as opposed to you know, what you'll get with wheels. But the compaction it looks like it will be a little bit better. And there we go, we finally caught up to our escort vehicle. All right, so I think if we put that over on the left side, that'll be good. As I was thinking of fields, while, you know, not to change subjects too quick, but if we actually buy 18 and 19, it might be a stretch, but we might be able to get the village of the West Coast to allow us to cut out that entire hedgerow and just combine field 18 and 31 and 19 and 32. Make that, you know, longer fields up there. I think that, you know, we could either do that or maybe we could ask them to cut a hole between 18 and 19 so 18 and 19 are all one field. That's going to be just a little, 18's just a little bit small, but I don't know. I don't know if we'll need all of those fields for pasture. We can also buy 25, 26, 28 for pasture. So I just don't think we'll need all of them for pasture land. But that's something that we can always see. You know what? And then if we ever need... Oh, boy. Looks like he's slipping. Oh, boy. We might have to... Here, let's back up so he doesn't actually hit our new combine. Let's see what he needs. We might have to get a new... We might have to get a tractor. Yeah, Landy was just a little bit too small for the job. So, you know what? Landy made it most of the way and served the purpose as our escort vehicle. So that is just fine. But now we have to go get some bigger help. So since we're here, we might as well get Frederick. Yeah, might as well. It's just a short jaunt. That won't be too many run hours. Let's park over here. Actually, let's just grab the quickest tractor, which I think is gonna be... I don't know. Maybe... Should it be... No. Yeah, let's just go grab... Oops. Let's turn off the headlights. Let's go grab Frederick. I think that'll be the best plan. You know what? It'll also be class in class. Because we got the two together again. Or should we do... Oh, let's just do Frederick. I mean, Fritz. Fritz is right here. Okay. Fritz is a little bit closer. Okay. And, yeah, so actually, I don't know if that's long enough. I was thinking we could pull forward and kind of back it in there caddy corner, but I don't even know if that's going to be long enough. So, well, oh, yeah. So we could put it... Why didn't I think of that sooner? Oh, man, we could put it in the new shed that we built. That's a great idea. Oh, and then we can use that other shed for bales. Or grain storage if we ever want to store a fourth type of crop that our steel bins cannot fit. I didn't even think about that. Oh, man. Why? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that then. And don't want to run into the trailer. And I think stop right there. So that is good. And I did, just in case you look to get this mod yourself, someone did comment that they seem to have some problems with the, what's that, the 9-meter trailer, the 900 trailer, not the head, but the trailer. So he said that he didn't know if it was a problem with the original mod or the MR conversion. So, you know, I can't attest to that myself because I didn't use the 900 head with a trailer. So it's, yeah, I don't know. But just be aware of that in case you do get this mod for yourself. But so far, the mod actually looks like it is going to be a fun little addition. And I'm so glad that I forget his name. I should look these things up before. I try to look these, just for future reference, guys. I do try to look this kind of stuff up ahead of time so I can reference your names and stuff on a little cheat sheet that I have set up. But obviously, I forgot that this time. But it's his first conversion, and it looks like he did a pretty good conversion on the combine. I tested it out on the test map, and it seemed to work pretty well. It can go, you know, with 3 stages of fertilizer, or even 2, I think. Our Massey Ferguson was kind of hampered just a little bit, so it's actually kind of good that we are getting a bigger combine, much more powerful. I think that one was, what was that, 250 horsepower? And this one is close to 400? I forget. It's going to be a nice addition to our farm, especially as we grow. Like I was saying, that thing will be able to support a lot of growth. So I am very excited about that. Let's hop right through here. And I think we will just park this bale trailer where the old combine was. Now, this is an ugly... Oh, did I not... Oh! When did... I could have sworn I shut that gate. I was so good in the last episode about shutting gates. Oh, man. I can't believe I messed that up. Okay, and I think that is pretty good. Let's put this in kind of at an angle, and we'll cut it the last second to try to... Well, I don't think I went over far enough for that. But as soon as we are clear there, I think we can cut it this way and try... Nope, trailer's not long enough. Yeah, we got to stop right there. So, actually, that means that let's just pull forward now. And... Nope. I guess we got ourselves in a little of a bind. Just, we pushed it up against the wall a little bit too much there. So, in reality, this one should be straight or as close to the Martian trailer as we can. And then the other one we will pull in kind of at a slight angle. And we should be able to get both of them out then. I was trying to make it a little bit easier so that I could pull the last one in straight. And see, this is the... Yeah. Right as I was about to say it, the depth perception thing. It's so hard to see where that wall is on the back of the shed. Okay, so let's go get the other trailer. And, well, first of all, we'll put that out of the rain first. Want to try to minimize the, you know, I mean, it's got a fresh coat of paint on there. It shouldn't rust or anything yet, but definitely want to minimize exposure to the elements. Want to keep the crops flowing smooth. You know, one of the reasons rust is such an issue over these headers is you want to keep this part as smooth as possible. So you don't want any type of rust on the tray there, on the lip where the crops rest, and have to flow over to get inside the combine. So, you know, for things like a bale trailer, a little rust won't matter, but for anything else, you know, that has working parts, or you definitely want to minimize rust on those. Okay, I think that this should be good. We want to make sure the back is inside the shed. And, yeah, just barely. If we get too much more of length on there, then the tongue there won't fit inside. Okay, there we go. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so now we can get this other trailer out of here and leave room for the combine. And then we'll have Frederick right next to his bigger brother, the Combine, which we do need to think of a name. I still am actually partial to Bessie. We could just say that Bessie had I don't know. Bessie changed her clothes. it's still Bessie in spirit. I don't know. I might still call the new Combine Bessie. I don't know. If you guys are really opposed to that, I might not do it. But I think for now, we'll just call the new Combine Bessie and say that it's, Bessie was schizophrenic. So we gave her some medication and she revealed her true self in this new Combine. That's what we're going to say. All right, let's just park this while we are here with, you know what? And I forgot to shut the gate again. Darn it. Okay, let's do this one outside the cab just to give us a little bit prettier of a view and a little bit of depth perception too. Okay, so there. If we go straight from there, if I can make it. No, I think I'm going to clip the other trailer, so I need to straighten out just slightly. Didn't quite have the turning radius to do it, and there we go. Now if we cut it slightly, and I think that should be good like that. All right. There we go. So let's get that under, you know what, and could almost just leave Fritz right here, but let's just park him back over where he was. We should actually pull in Billy underneath some cover somewhere if it's going to rain like this much longer. Okay, here we go. All right, let's run and go get our brand new tractor. I mean Combine. All right, here we are. Sorry to leave you like this out in the cold, Bessie, but we just had to make a little bit of room for you. And here we go. We are heading on up the hill. It still feels like Bessie. We can actually turn off the beacons. We don't really need that anymore. We don't really need the headlights. We just had those on for the convenience of other cars so that they would not hit us. And speaking of hitting, this is an awful tight squeeze, but I think we got it. Just got to make sure we don't hit the end. So let's wait to give us enough clearance, and now we can crank it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is just about the biggest Combine that we could possibly get without being too big for our farm, just from an aspect of physical size. I mean, any bigger and it's be really hard to fit through some of these places, but I think that this is just right. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's turn you off. And, oh, you know what? I forgot this. I was going to have this done, but you can actually register a Combine. And let's look at, I don't know where. Let's say that you were from, I don't know. Let's just say you're from Berlin. And let's put a bunch of random stuff here because I don't know what is the correct way to do a license plate in the European Union. And so let's just put some stuff, and there we go. That looks like a great registration. Anyway, I was gonna have that done, since it was a used Combine, but there you go. Now you get to see that it is registered, and that pops up. So that's kind of a really cool feature. I hope you guys enjoy this little mod preview and also a little bit of time on the West Coast. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumb up. It really does help, and I don't think there's a poll this time, but yeah, okay. So that should do it. I'll see you guys next time when we can buy some cows. Okay, until then, see you guys later. Thanks a lot. I really mean it. Thank you. Bye-bye.